This is the Red Sox Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox take 2 out of 3 in Baltimore. Bregman, Campbell again, and Casas. Bregman and Casas for the first time this season going deep. And the Red Sox take the finale and the series in Baltimore against the Orioles. The first series of the season between the AL East rivals. You're right where you need to be. You are locked on with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, baseball play-by-play veteran. I painted the word picture in the minors and then the big leagues and the World Baseball Classic, College Baseball, Senior League World Series on the ESPN networks. Proud to say that Red Sox skipper Alex Cora was my broadcast partner back in 2016 in Bangor, Maine. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game all season long on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we are talking about Alex Bregman, Christian Campbell again, and Triston Casas all going deep. Tanner Houck pitched okay, went 4+. Bullpen, solid, all the way until the 9th inning. But for the second straight game, Red Sox early lead. The Red Sox take care of business, picking up the win again, losing the opener a couple of days ago, Monday, against the Baltimore Orioles. Day off Tuesday, win Wednesday, win Thursday, take the series, go 3-4 through Texas and Baltimore to open up the 2020-25 Major League Baseball season. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Hit that comment button and join the conversation. We remind you that we also have the Locked On Celtics postcast going all season long, and we'll be following the Celtics right through the upcoming NBA playoffs as well. Mike Debate has you covered with all things New England Patriots with the Locked On Patriots podcast. So we get to your comments in just a moment on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Join the conversation once again. So Red Sox pick up the victory. No more doom and gloom. It's not going to be positive every step of the way, but we can try.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Chime in with your player of the game for the Red Sox, but we get into it. And, hey, very first inning. Jarren Duran strikes out against Charlie Morton. Morton, 10 strikeouts in the game. But Rafael Devers got things going. Walked on a 3-2 pitch. Then Bregman, first NESN reference, Dave O'Brien said as Bregman dug in, still looking for his first Red Sox home run. Boom. Pitch on the way and pitch delivered over the left field wall. Bregman, the 2-run home run, 2-0 lead. That home run for Bregman would have been out of all 30 Major League ballparks. Now, Morton did strike out 3 in the first inning, but the Red Sox had a 2-0 lead with Tanner Houck taking the mound in the bottom of the first inning. That 2-0 lead turned into a 2-1 lead as Cedric Mullins led off his second career home run against Houck. Houck, 3 home runs allowed in his first 2 starts. They've all been solo shots, but Mullins shot, making it a 2-1 ball game. And then Houck came back. Rushman reached with a single, but Westberg hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Again, Campbell in the middle of a double play for the Red Sox. Then Ryan O'Hearn struck out to end the first inning. Second inning, Red Sox back in the dugout. Abreu, leadoff walk. Campbell, boom, home run. Like Bregman, out of all 30 big league ballparks. And Campbell just continues to hit. Another 2-hit game. We'll touch on Christian Campbell and numbers of the day coming up a little bit later on. But Houck did not have that shutdown inning in the bottom of the first when Bregman, with one swing, gave him an early 2-0 lead. A 4-1 ball game, and the Red Sox with the lead. And although Houck wasn't sharp, and he certainly, ran out of gas in his first outing against the Rangers, Red Sox got another run in the 4th inning to make it 5-1, and then again, Houck gives up a run in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And with our new features and everything, this isn't our turning point of the game, but last year I did the at-bat of the game, and I'm going to go into the at-bat of the game right here because it was with Tanner Houck in that 5th inning. In the 4th inning, as both teams got a run. Duran, sac fly in the 4th inning to make it a 5-2 ball game. Well, 5-1 ball game. Nope, 5-2 ball game, I'm sorry. And then in the bottom of the 4th inning, Is that where we were at? Getting myself confused here. No, it was in the third inning. Bottom of the third inning. Urias strikes out. Houck retiring 7 in a row. Carlson struck out looking. Houck retiring 7 in a row. Mullins reached with a 2-out walk. Stole second with Rutschman up there. Houck had him 0-2. And this is our at-bat of the game. Because Houck had him 0-2. Couldn't retire Rutschman. Couldn't get out of the inning. And the count went full 3-2. Rutschman walked. So that put runners at first and second. And you're thinking, okay, but the 2-out walks will just absolutely kill you. Mullins, a 2-out walk. Rutschman, a 2-out walk. First and second, 2 down. Westberg, what does he do? First pitch, RBI single. And that really, for me, set up the next 2 innings for Houck. Because he had 2 down, he had a runner on, he had a 2-strike hitter, count on a very good hitter in Rutschman. And Rutschman works the walk. He was down 0-2, worked it full, first and second, RBI base hit. And again, in that situation, Baltimore able to kind of get back into it at that point in the game. So that's in the bottom of the fourth inning when it was a 5-1 ball game. Houck giving up single runs in 3 of the first 4 innings that he worked. Now, he took them out in the 5th inning and faced just 1 batter. That was Mullins. He hit him. Then Zach Kelly came on, and the Red Sox bullpen game, having to go 5 innings. Well, they go 5 innings and combined to give up 1 run. Garrett Whitlock got the bottom of the 9th inning, worked a scoreless 8th inning, gave up a run on a sac fly in the bottom of the 9th inning. You'll take it overall for the Red Sox bullpen. They've been outstanding. Slayton had that 1 rough inning where he gave up 4 runs. And then Whitlock giving up a run in the bottom of the 9th inning on Thursday afternoon. An 8-3 game turned into an 8-4 game. Whitlock able to get the final out. Ball game over. But that inning with Tanner Houck, those have to be less than what they were last year. How many times where Houck ran out of gas, or I don't think it's necessarily mental where he checks out. But there's just that 1 inning, and that bottom of the 3rd inning sort of drove me a little bit crazy. 2-out walks will kill you. Leadoff walks will kill you. Might be my first or second time this year alluding to that. It's cliche to say. A cliche becomes a say because it's pounded home so often. And in baseball, we know leadoff and 2-out walks will come back and haunt you and hurt you more often than not. And I'm not saying because he faced extra hitters and threw more pitches in that 3rd inning is the reason that Houck could not get through 5 innings. But with Houck, and he had a short leash. He hit the leadoff hitter in the 5th inning. That was it. Kelly got the 3 outs in that 5th inning. So overall, great story. Casas both homering for the first time this season. That's got to feel awfully good. Another game where you score first, 2 in a row. After not scoring first in the first 5 games of the season against Texas and Baltimore in the home opener for the Orioles on Monday. Second straight game, 11 hits. But Bregman, 3 hits, 2 doubles, the home run, 3 RBIs. Had the RBI double in the top of the 9th inning against the Baltimore bullpen. Campbell, another 2-hit game. 2 more RBIs. Second home run. And Casas, the home run, the 2-run shot, did strike out twice, 2 for 5, home run, and a couple of strikeouts. But overall, a good win for the Red Sox. We get to your comments here in just a moment if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. And I like that Devers, there's 2 outs in the 9th inning. Devers able to reach in front of Bregman. Rafaela out on a little dribbler, swinging bunt kind of. Duran retired on a lineout. Devers a single. Bregman the 2-out double that scored Devers all the way from first base. And Devers racing around the bases, scoring from first on a 2-out base hit to the alley that got all the way to the wall in right center field. And I love what Lou Merloni said about Alex Bregman. Hey, he's a pull hitter. A couple of points on Lou Merloni. We'll get to it right here. On Bregman, every once in a while, you've got to show the ability to work the gaps, and Bregman did that in the 9th inning. Pull hitter. He's going to love Fenway. He's had a great career hitting at Fenway Park with the Astros organization. And then something else that he said about Jarren Duran. The balls that Duran hit hard in the series to left field, both against the Rangers and against the Orioles, those balls are going to find the green monster at home. So he liked Duran's approach. Struck out in the first inning to go to 2 for 11 in the series with 4 strikeouts. And Duran overall in the ballgame, 0 for 4, struck out twice, had the RBI with the sac fly that added on to the Red Sox lead. Took the lead, never lost it. So a lot of silver linings. That thing with Houck sort of sits sour in my mouth right now. I'll get over it. Right now, we're going to get to your comments. Shooting smoke, got the series win. And that's what you wanted, right? Going into the off day, you're thinking, we're going to break out, we're going to get going, and you take 2 out of 3 from an Orioles team that was down one of the best hitters and one of the best players in Major League Baseball, in Gunnar Henderson. Apparently, he's going to debut on Friday. But no Henderson. You also were without Colton Cowser in the Orioles lineup as well. You're losing 2 good bats and a terrific bat in Gunnar Henderson. Okay. But that lineup, Red Sox and Orioles have 2 terrific lineups. We know what the Yankees have. The Rays have gotten off to a strong start. The Blue Jays can hit with you in a series. Are they going to get enough pitching, from their starter through their bullpen consistently? That's the thing with the Blue Jays. But they've gotten off to a hot start in terms of, with the bats and stuff. But and the Rays are going to pitch. The Orioles, by the way, numbers of the day. We'll start right here at the end of segment number 2. The Orioles had 10 home runs, 24 runs, in splitting the 4-game series to open up the season in Toronto against the Blue Jays. They had just the 1 home run against Red Sox pitching in the series. That was against Houck, with Mullins leading off the home first inning. Every home run so far this season the Red Sox have given up, solo shots. You'll take that. We're going to have more on Christian Campbell coming up, second segment. Shooting smoke. I'm voting for Bregman for player of the game, Campbell for series MVP. I like that. And you know what? Since we have new production elements, we don't need to do this in segment number 2.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I like that, Shooting Smoke. I like that a lot. Thank you for the contribution. Bregman, player of the game. 3 hits, 2 doubles, home run, first with the Red Sox. First of hopefully as many. And Campbell, series MVP. We're going to get into Christian Campbell coming up in our second segment. So the Red Sox are now home for 7. Fenway Park. Dave O'Brien mentioned a couple of times. It's got to be a sellout already, right? If they're standing room only at Fenway for Friday. But every player that's introduced should get a rousing ovation. I think they will. Bregman is 0 for 3 and 3 strikeouts going into his 4th at bat. Maybe he hears boos on opening day. I think he's far removed from that. I think it's gone. That 0 for 21 to start the season, hey, it's in the rearview mirror, right? But now you're home for 7. 3 against St. Louis. You're going to face 3 straight right-handers, and then you're going to face the Blue Jays Monday through Thursday of the upcoming week. So, and Lou Merloni, one more on Lou Merloni said it. Hey, the Red Sox opening homestand last year after a successful road trip to open up the year, and the last year's road trip to open up the season, a lot longer than this one. You've got to feel good coming out of this upcoming homestand. You've got to, I'm not going to say you got to go 5-2, 4-3, but you don't even want to be looking at 3-4. You want a winning homestand, your first homestand of the season. You want to really build on what the Red Sox are trying to build on here. And they have done that over the last couple of games after a very slow start. More on Christian Campbell, more numbers tonight. And the Red Sox pick up the victory. Hitting, pitching, bullpen, again, solid. Giving up just the 1 run in 5 innings in support of Tanner Houck, the starting pitcher. Glad you're with us. Thursday afternoon baseball from Camden Yards, and the Red Sox can now board the plane and go home on a little 2-game win streak. They'll try to make it 3 in a row with the home opener against the Cardinals on Friday at Fenway Park. Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Monarch Money. Ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? Well, between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all of your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and start building your wealth. When you start using Monarch, you're going to realize just how much you are spending on food delivery. Now, you'll budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan your long-term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever with Monarch Money. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off on your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off on your first year. Locked On Red Sox postcast talking about the Red Sox victory in the finale in Baltimore against the Orioles, where the Sox take 2 out of 3 and win their first series of the season. Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Wonderful Pistachios. Looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? Crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling fuller longer. No shells variety. What's that? Well, perfect grab and go snack for busy days. Whether you're snacking at your desk, on a road trip, or just need a quick protein boost, they will become your go-to snack. And if you love cracking open every shell like I do for that satisfying crunch and the shell-in option, well, you know they're a classic favorite. The fact that Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein providing all 9 essential amino acids. How these little green wonders pack the protein punch. No shells, Wonderful Pistachios for that grab and go ease. The satisfying crack of opening each shell. It's like snack meditation. Whether you're running between meetings or dropping off your kids, Wonderful Pistachios are the snack that works as hard as you do. Get snacking and get cracking with the snack that packs protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. Kind of giddy here going into the homestand, going into the opener and opening day at Fenway on Friday. Dave O'Brien alluded to the weather again, said it's going to be beautiful on Friday. Red Sox are going to be celebrating the 1975 American League Championship team that lost the World Series to the Cincinnati Reds. I was only 2 at the time. Actually, I guess I was approaching my 2nd birthday in December of 1975. But, that's probably one of the World Series from the 1970s that I've seen more images on, read more about, and heard more interviews from the Reds and the Red Sox players and managers and coaches that played in that series. But opening day at Fenway on Friday, and the Red Sox are going to recognize the 1975 AL championship team that lost the World Series. And, there's going to be a special moment, I'm sure, a special tribute to the late Louis Tiant as well. So the Red Sox, with this ownership group, you can say what you want about them. I think it gets personal on occasion, but they do a phenomenal job in terms of ceremonies at Fenway Park. They really do. Recognizing the past, not ignoring it, recognizing it, cherishing it. And, bringing former players back, players that players that you might have forgotten. This ownership group does an outstanding job with that, and they have since taking ownership before that 2004 World Series. Numbers of the night. We've given you some. We'll give you a couple more. Christian Campbell has reached safely in every single game so far. All 7 games he's been on base. A couple of more base hits for Campbell. So now 10 base hits for Christian Campbell on the season. Campbell, again, 2nd home run of the season. 2 hits, home run, on base 3 times. Do I have that right? Yeah, on base 3 times. No, on base twice with the home run. Did not walk in the game. But again, on base, he's been on base safely multiple times in 6 of his first 7 games. 10 hits on the season. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 doubles, and now 6 runs scored. He's been off to a great start. And defensively, again, Lou Merloni mentioned it. I was really into, listening to the broadcast with Dave O'Brien and Lou Merloni on Thursday. And something else with the Red Sox, they turned 2 more double plays behind their pitching staff on Thursday. Go back a year ago, go back the first 3 weeks of the season last year, and how many times the Red Sox did not finish off turning a double play. This year, I don't think you can count on 2 fingers, let alone 1 hand. The times where the Red Sox, it's been a bang-bang play at first base. No, they've turned it up the middle. Now, is Campbell great at it? He's average, above average, from what you've seen over the first 7 games of the season defensively at second base. Remember, he's also got to start in left field where he almost made a great catch on what turned out to be a two-run double in the Texas series. I don't think he sees left field at Fenway Park. I don't see him playing the corner at Fenway, at least on the first homestand of the season. Maybe he gets out there and takes some balls off the wall and goes out to right field and understands the angles and all the different things that go along with playing the corners in the outfield for the Red Sox at Fenway Park. But Campbell's been in the middle of those double plays. So if you want to say he's a couple of ticks above average around the bag at second, he's only going to get better. His footwork will get better. He can work with his manager on the footwork at second base. But they're turning double plays early and often in this season, and that's tremendous. Houck even got a double play ground ball early on in the game as well. So Christian Campbell, he'll hit a funk at some point here in April. It hasn't come yet. And I think he's got the mentality of understanding slumps happen in baseball. He probably hasn't failed all that much in his career. He's had some ups and downs. But as Shootin' Smoke says, Campbell, series MVP. One more from Shootin' Smoke, the Big Red Machine of the 70s. Ooh, that was your dad's team. The Reds were my team as a kid. Hey, Shootin' Smoke, I'm a big baseball book reader. There are some great baseball books out there on the Reds. Joe Posnanski has one on the Cincinnati Reds from that 70s era, the Big Red Machine. There are plenty of books out there on Pete Rose as well. And growing up, there in Cincinnati, the history of the city and history of Pete Rose and those dominating teams in the 1970s. So appreciate that comment as well. Those are some great teams in the 1970s for the Cincinnati Reds. Hey, you're looking ahead now. Like with Tanner Houck, really looking forward to seeing Walker Buehler in his second start. He's going to be amped up on Friday. But again, this is a game where you pitched 5 innings out of your bullpen. You'd really like to see Walker Buehler go the first 6. Bullpen can go 3 the rest of the way. But you'd like to see him go 6 because all of a sudden you had the day off on Tuesday. The bullpen was fresh thanks to the day off on Tuesday and Garrett Crochet 8 scoreless innings on Wednesday. But you don't all of a sudden want to be in the middle of the Cardinal series over the weekend and taxed in that bullpen. They should be fresh enough, but you don't want to continue to go to the same guys 2 out of every 3 days. The way Alex Cora has it set up right now, it works. Didn't have to use Bernardino, didn't have to use Weissert, didn't have to use Chapman on a second straight game. So you're set up right now, but you want to see, Fitz, prior to Crochet, gave you the longest outing of the season. That in his first start of the season last weekend against the Rangers. You don't want to just see Crochet go 8 and the rest of the guys go 5 or 4+ the way Houck did on Thursday. And the Red Sox, hey, they struck out 10 or more times, so it's second straight game, double-digit hit totals as well. And, errorless baseball game. It's been crisp. It really has been defensively. They can go get it in the outfield, Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu. And on the infield, we know Bregman's better than Devers defensively at third base. He didn't even win the job. The job was his, right, in spring training. Story, hey, you're seeing more Story now than you did early on in the regular season in 2024. And then you've got the right side of the infield that's still young, but you've got Casas and you've got Campbell. They can continue to grow defensively as well. That's going to do it for us. As always, when we want to acknowledge our sponsors, Wonderful Pistachios and Monarch Money. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On. A tip of the cap to you as well. Day baseball from Camden Yards on Thursday, and the Red Sox prevail 8-4, take 2 out of 3 in the series against Baltimore, and they win the first series of the season against an AL East opponent. Over the course of the season, what's that mean? Late March, early April? Means you go home on a plane ride and you feel a lot better about yourselves, but it could mean something down the road come August and September. On board with you late Friday afternoon as the Red Sox try to make it 3 wins in a row for the first time this season. Home opener against the St. Louis Cardinals. Hopefully we'll be talking about a Red Sox winner. Locked On Sports Boston, number one place to hang out after every game. Locked On Sports, Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox every day. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, everybody.